Well, we are going to talk about a bad flapper today, but not that kind of flapper. We will also be reading an old newspaper together. Those of you who are used to my channel know all my videos in the 20s have a flapper alert. Well, today I'm going to start out with a bad flapper alert. What is a bad flapper? Well, it's a vamp. And here is Vamp Carmel Meyers. She was the cinema's bad girl who tempted men, like in this scene from Ben-Hur. Let's take a moment to enjoy some more photographs of Carmel Meyers with the song Hard-Hearted Hannah, the Vamp of Savannah from 1924.
In old Savannah, I said Savannah, the weather there is nice and warm. The climate's of the southern brand, but here's what I don't understand. They've got a gal there, a pretty gal there, who's colder than an Arctic storm. Got a heart just like a stone, even icemen leave her alone. They call her hard-hearted Hannah, the vamp of Savannah, the meanest gal in town. Leather is tough, but Hannah's heart is tougher. She's a gal who loves to see men suffer, to tease them and thrill them, to torture and kill them, is her delight, they say. I saw her at the seashore with a great big pan. There was Hannah pouring water on a drowning man. She's hard-hearted Hannah, the vamp of Savannah, GA. To tease them and thrill them, to torture and kill them, is her delight, they say. If you sit on her lap, you'll never do it twice, 'cause it's just the same as sitting on a cake of ice. She's hard-hearted Hannah, the vamp of Savannah, GA. You ought to see her, you ought to see her. Outside she's just as soft as silk, but socially she's hard as nails. Just a gal who hates a meal. And when she's nasty, she's about as sweet as sour milk. Nothing she likes better than feeding poison grub to a man. They call her hard-hearted Hannah, the vamp of Savannah, the meanest gal in town. Talk of your cold, refrigerating mamas, brother, she's the polar bear's pajamas. To tease them and thrill them, to torture and kill them, is her delight, they say. An evening spent with Hannah sitting on your knees is like traveling through Alaska in your PVD. She's hard-hearted Hannah, the vamp of Savannah, GA.
Today's paper was printed 97 years ago. It's The State from Columbia, South Carolina, dated Friday morning, April 6, 1928. Oh, and by the way, this song is called Laughing Vamp. Let's see what the front page has to offer. Chinese vigilantes slay 800. Called Sacred Soldiers, a new order of Chinese vigilantes is making drastic efforts to rid Sichuan province of bandits. They recently surrounded and slew with swords 800 looting stragglers from a wandering army of soldier brigands. The new Buddhistic Brotherhood uses swords instead of firearms. In the 1920s, many people owned and drove automobiles, yet there were still horses and carts and wagons on the streets, and sometimes that caused a problem. Listen to this. Argument ends in death of man. Conflict between automobile and wagon precipitates fight and pistol play. Spartanburg, April 5th. As the result of an argument over the right-of-way between the owner of a wagon and an automobile late today, Jesse P. Gross, a well-known man of the city, is dead, and Jesse Lowe is in the county jail charged with murder. Tragedy occurred near the corner of Trade and Commerce Streets and was the aftermath of a knife fight between the two men, the police stated. The difficulty started, it is said, when Gross appeared to back an automobile from a garage. Lowe's wagon was in the path of the machine, it is said. This precipitated an argument, and a hand-to-hand scuffle between the two men ensued, during which Gross was stabbed in the neck. With blood flowing from the wound, Gross is said to have stepped back into the car and hurried to his home. He was accompanied by a Mrs. Smith. Later, Gross returned to the scene of the argument and parked in front of Lowe's stable. As he stepped out of the car, he met Lowe. Both men drew pistols simultaneously, it is said. Witnesses stated 3 shots were fired. Gross fell mortally wounded. He was picked up in a pool of blood a few minutes later by an ambulance and hurried to a hospital, where he died before he could be placed on an operating table. Lowe notified the authorities of the slaying and was arrested a short time later. Although he made no statement, his attorney declares he would enter a plea of self-defense when arraigned on the charge of murder. They claim the slayer was in his own establishment when Gross is alleged to have advanced on him with a revolver. According to police, who investigated the killing, Gross had a revolver in his hand when he staggered away from Lowe, who slumped to the sidewalk. Both weapons are in the possession of the police.
Days when Grandma was a girl, there was no such thing as a traffic problem. The speed limit fixed at trotting pace. And when Grandpa got tired of driving, all he had to do was tie the reins around the whip socket and give old Maud her head. Then came the dawn of the motor age. The horse was transformed into horsepower and imprisoned under a shiny hood. Of course, these early horseless carriages were anything but dependable. And when 2 of these ancient gas buggies met, there was a traffic problem. Only steely nerves and a firm grip on the wheel could avoid disaster, for even under the most fortunate circumstances, guiding these temperamental mechanical grasshoppers was as much a matter of luck as skill.
And as these 1920s photographs show, it was lucky that the horse was still around to get the automobiles out of trouble. Toys are tickets. Cloquet, Minnesota. A broken toy was the only admission charged at theaters here on a day set aside to help the poor. The toys were turned over to city firemen who repaired them for distribution to poor children at Christmas. Well-behaved community, Asheville, North Carolina. Boyd Township has not recorded an arrest in 10 years, and the record is not the result of an inefficient police force. Not a warrant has been issued during that period. Boiled down from Titbits, London. Titbits? I thought your wife's name was Elizabeth. So it is. Then why do you call her Peggy? It's short for Pegasa. And what does that have to do with it? Why, Pegasa is feminine for Pegasus. Well, Pegasus is an immortal steed. What of that? Not so loud. She's in the next room. You see, an immortal steed is an everlasting nag. So there you are. Paris favors veil. This visor veil is fashionable for spring, one of the latest creations by Cora Marson of Paris. A smart Lido blue felt hat in the new helmet shape, which is finished off with 2 buckles, keeping in place the fashionable visor veil. One of the most popular Roaring Twenties fad was playing the ukulele.
I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again. I'm laughing at clouds so dark up above. The sun's in my heart and I'm ready for love. Let the stormy clouds chase everyone from the place. Come on with your rain, I've got a smile on my face. I'll walk down the lane with a happy refrain, just singing, singing in the rain.
Oh, say it with the ukulele, play aside the fiddle and the bow. Drum a tune from sunny Honolulu, and you're bound to win the sweetest girl you know. Just say it with the ukulele, say it with a rhythm free and gay, say it with a wicked ukulele, if you want to steal a flapper's heart away.
Popularity follows the ukulele. If you play quaint, dreamy Hawaiian music or latest songs on the ukulele, you will be wanted everywhere. We teach by mail 20 simple lessons. Give you free a Hawaiian ukulele. Music, everything, no extras. Ask us to send the story of Hawaiian music. You will love it. No obligation, absolutely free. The Hawaiian Institute of Music. In the 1920s, there was one man who was the king of the ukulele. No, not him. No, it's not this guy either. It was Roy Smack, the wizard of the string, and here he is, playing his ukulele for you. Oh my, there's bad flappers everywhere. Listen to this. Advice to ladies, Wichita Beacon. Dear AWJ writes, Notes from Fifth Avenue. You told one in your column about the Wichita woman whose answer to a policeman's threat was, "Don't pinch me too hard, you little devil." This is the way those Arkansas City girls you were talking about do it. One of them was on her way at a forbidden speed out of town to a bridge party at Winfield. She was already late, so it annoyed her exceedingly to have to stop to argue with a policeman on a motorcycle who managed to overtake her. Her own roadster was built low, so when she found all arguments was useless, she leaned over and while she kissed him full on the lips, shifted into low, gave it the gas, and moved off his lips, so to speak, on her way to Winfield. When the policeman came to, she was well up the road. He took after her, but on the way reflected just what the story of a girl like that might be at the station, gradually lost speed, and finally turned and returned to his post to try to make out the day some easier way. To date, the lady has not been reported. Try this on your speed cop. Ooh, this looks ominous. 666 is a prescription for colds, grip, flu, dang, bilious fever, and malaria. It kills the germs. 666. Sunshine Kitties entertain crowd. The Sunshine Kitties from Hollywood, Best Pocket Edition of Ziegfeld Follies, entertained audience at the Columbia Theater last night in excellent fashion. the various numbers being warmly applauded and the crowd seeming to get much pleasure from the offering. Perhaps the kitty most enthusiastically received was the little 5-year-old Tot. She has several special acts and carried all of them out creditably. The orchestra leader also came in for much favorable comment, as did the others of the company. Did you know there was an actress who worked for Ziegfeld who was called the Sunshine Kitty, and her name was Olive Thomas. And for some reason, she was also known as the Baby Vamp. In 1920, she starred in the movie The Flapper, which helped spread the name for these freestyle ladies. Tragically, Olive Thomas died at the age of 25 by mistakenly drinking poison when she was intoxicated, thinking it was probably a sleep aid. Watching today's video as we read old newspapers together. We'll leave today with a little bit of The Flapper from 1920. Farewell.